John Macmillan from New Mills in East Ayrshire, Michael Penrice from Wigton in Cumbria, Matty Watton from Birmingham, David Stedman from Stodfold in Bedfordshire, David Batty from Haworth in West Yorkshire, Daphne Fowler from Weston-super-Mare, Alistair Love from Cumbernauld in North Lanarkshire, David Tagg from Swadlincote in Derbyshire, Olaf Bjortomt from Littlehampton, Gail Broadhurst from Worcester, Nigel Jones from Bath, Fliss Carlton from Faversham in Kent, Gareth McMullen from Newcastle in County Down, Alan Simpson from Morpeth in Northumberland, and Karen Steer from Bristol are all here to play the 15-1 Grand Final, presented by William G. Stewart.
Thank you. Hello and welcome to our 33rd Grand Final. The 15 people standing behind me are the survivors of the 1,035 contestants we've had on this series, and 6 of them, Michael Penrice, Matty Watton, Daphne Fowler, Alan Simpson, Gareth McMullen and David Stedman, have made a total of 21 Grand Final appearances between them. 2 of them, Daphne and Matty, have been 15-1 champions, and Gareth was in our first Grand Final in 1988. Here's how the finals board finished up, and in a playoff for the final place in the last hour, David Batty came through as the winner. It's the first time we've had 2 scores above 400 in a series, and Michael Penrice's 423 wins for him his second finals board trophy, this small Eastern Mediterranean jug from Cyprus, which dates from the period 750 to 600 BC, and performing her usual duty, here's Laura.
Here we are. Ready for it? No. I'll try not to. Well done. It's a brilliant story. Good luck, Laura.
Thank you, Laura. And here's what today is all about, our Grand Final trophy, which comes from the collection of the anthropologist Desmond Morris. Also from Cyprus, it comes from the Middle Bronze Age, which makes it nearly 4,000 years old. I think that's the lot for now. Let battle commence. And we begin with John Macmillan from New Mills in East Ayrshire. John, government law officers. Who is the Solicitor General? She is the Labour MP for Camberwell and Peckham and a former Secretary of State for Social Security.
Yep.
Harriet Harman. Michael, please. History of the United States. In 1693, the second oldest university in the United States was founded by and named after which 2 British monarchs?
William and Mary.
Matty, please. Philip Moore is the recently appointed Parliamentary Standards Commissioner. The name, please, first name and surname of the woman he replaced in the post.
Elizabeth Filkin.
And David, please. London landmarks. What's the name of the high-security prison in South London to which the train robber Ronnie Biggs was taken on his return from Brazil?
Belmarsh.
It is. David, please. English history. Which Tudor king united the houses of Lancaster and York when he married Elizabeth of York in 1486?
Henry VII.
And Daphne, honours and awards. Rudy Giuliani, the former mayor of New York City, received an honorary knighthood from the Queen in February. He may not call himself Sir Rudy, but he can use which letters after his name to signify the honour?
KC.
KBE, Knight Commander of the British Empire. Alistair, music. The 4 anthems Handel composed in 1727 for the coronation of George II. The best known is named after which biblical priest?
Zadok the priest.
And David, please. Politics and medicine. First name and surname, please. What's the name of the doctor, Member of Parliament for Wyre Forest, who is the only independent member in the House of Commons?
Don't know.
Dr. Richard Taylor. Olaf, opera. The Midsummer Marriage, King Priam, The Knot Garden. Operas by which 20th century British composer?
Michael Tippett.
And Gail, please. Television. Which actor plays the US President in the series The West Wing, shown on Channel 4?
Martin Sheen.
And Nigel, please. The Eurovision Song Contest for 2001 was won by Estonia. So in which city, therefore, will the 2002 contest take place?
Tallinn.
Yes, the capital. And Fliss, please. Which comedian and writer of the play An Evening with Gary Lineker is a regular contributor on Loose Ends and presents Excess Baggage, both on Radio 4?
Arthur Smith.
And Gareth, please. Acronyms and medicine. With the regulation of what is an authority known by the acronym ULTRA, U-L-T-R-A, ULTRA, concerned?
Sorry, I don't know.
Transplants. It's the Unrelated Live Transplant Regulatory Authority. Alan, please. History. The papacy in the 16th and 17th centuries. Leo X, Clement VII, Pius IV and Leo XI were all members of which famous family?
Borgia.
The other one, the Medicis. Karen, please. Card games. How are the 4 players in contract bridge designated?
North, south, east and west.
And your second question, John. The Pilgrim's Progress. The name, please, of the central pilgrim in John Bunyan's famous work.
Christian.
And Michael, please. Ballet. In the ballet Swan Lake, the heroine, Odette, transforms into a swan at daybreak. What's the name of her lover?
Odile.
Prince Siegfried. Matty, please. Sport and football. Which country retained the African Nations Cup in February, defeating Senegal on penalties after the final had finished goalless?
Cameroon.
David, please. The Bible, the New Testament. Jesus Christ was crucified during the reign of which Roman emperor?
Tiberius.
And David, please. The Winter Olympics. The pairs figure skating gold medal was awarded to the Russian pair. Which country was also awarded a gold medal after a controversy involving a French judge?
Canada.
Daphne, please. Films. Which Hollywood actress links the films Sliding Doors, Shakespeare in Love, for which she won an Oscar, and Shallow Hal?
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Alistair, please. Public office. Nigel Crisp is the chief executive of which major public service?
Customs and Excise.
Pardon?
Customs and Excise.
No, the National Health Service. And David, please. Theatre. In which Oscar Wilde play does the heroine ask for the head of a prophet in return for dancing for the king?
Salome.
Yes, or Salome. Olev, the Commonwealth. Of which Commonwealth country is Helen Clark the Prime Minister?
New Zealand.
Gail, please. Shakespeare, Henry V. Once more unto the breach, dear friends, once more. Lines spoken by the king during the siege of which French port?
Calais.
Harfleur. Nigel, please. World religions. The Vedas and the Mahabharata are sacred writings in which religion?
Hindu.
And Fliss, please. Vladimir Putin is the president of Russia. Who is the prime minister?
I don't know.
Mikhail Kazyanov. And Gareth, please. What's the official name of a complex of buildings that includes the House of Commons, the House of Lords, the Victoria Tower and St Stephen's Tower that houses Big Ben?
The Palace of Westminster.
Alan, please. Astronomy. Approximately 225 million Earth years in duration. What name is given to the time it takes the Sun to make one complete revolution around the centre of our galaxy?
Sidereal year.
A cosmic year. And Karen, television and music. Following Pop Stars and Pop Idol, what's the name of Channel 4's collaboration with the English National Opera to find a budding opera singer from the general public, for which auditions will take place over the coming months? It's called Opportunity. There you are. It's 1 down, 14 to go. And Alan must now leave us. And Laura, please.
And our one casualty is Alan Simpson. And of the remaining 14 contestants, 5 still have their 3 lives intact.
And we start round 2 with John at number 1. The first correct answer we can start nominating. And we begin, John, with Parliament. All legislation must pass through 5 stages in the House of Commons before it passes to the Lords. First, second and third readings are the first 3. Either of the other 2 stages, please.
Green paper, white paper.
No, committee stage and report stage. Michael, please. Pop and charity. In January of this year, Dave Gilmour, a member of Pink Floyd, gave which charity for the homeless more than £4 million, the proceeds from the sale of his London house?
Shelter.
Crisis. Matty, please. A Christogram was commonly found on the coins of the late Roman and early Byzantine empires. What does this symbol represent?
Christ's name.
Yes, it does. Cairo, as a monogram. And a number, please, Matty.
9, please.
Which exam board found itself involved in a major controversy in January when an AS-level maths paper was presented to students with a question that could not be answered?
Edexcel.
Yes, at Excel. And onwards, a number?
15, please.
Medicine. Spondylitis is inflammation of which part of the body?
The knees.
The spine or vertebrae. Again, please, Olev.
Number 4, please.
Television comedy. Elaine Bennis Cosmo Kramer and George Costanza are three main characters in which US comedy series which takes its title from the name of its star?
Frasier.
Seinfeld. Again, please.
5, please.
Fictional characters. A minor bureaucrat in the civil service. What's the name, first name and surname, of the main character in George Orwell's 1984? Winston Smith. Again, Olav.
13, please.
The European Union, Gareth. The abbreviated and common name, please, for the Statistical Office of the European Communities.
No idea.
Eurostat. Again, please.
12, please.
And Fliss, please. What single name is used by the Bulgarian-born American artist who specialises in wrapping huge areas, sections of the Australian coastline, the Reichstag in Berlin, and a number of islands near Miami, for example?
Bruno?
Christo. Olav, please.
11, please.
Films, please, Nigel. What title, which appears in the credits at the end of a film, is given to the assistant to the chief electrician?
The Best Boy.
Yes, just. And onwards, please.
Number 5, please.
Television again. The actor Barry Foster, who died in February, was best known for his role as a Dutch policeman in which 1970s series set in Amsterdam?
He was Van der Valk.
And a number, please, David.
Number 1, please.
Language, John. What characterises the figure of speech called hyperbaton?
Gross exaggeration.
No, that's hyperbole. This is reversal or changing the order of words. And again, please.
Number 3.
Music, the history of the Proms. Who was the Proms' first conductor? He took the helm for the first concert in 1895 and continued to conduct concerts for the next 50 years.
Sir Henry Wood.
And a number, please.
Number 6, please.
Sport and cricket, Daphne. For security reasons, which two test-playing countries recently played a two-match test series in a neutral venue, Sharjah in the United Arab Emirates?
India and Pakistan?
The West Indies and Pakistan. Again, please.
9, please.
And Olav, the 16th century, Mary Queen of Scots was executed, William Shakespeare married Anne Hathaway, the Spanish Armada was defeated, all in which decade of the 16th century?
1580s.
Yes, the 9th decade. Olav, a number, please.
7, please.
Shakespeare, what two-word term is used for the first edition of the complete works of Shakespeare, published in 1623?
First folio.
And a number, please, Alistair.
2.
Botany, Michael. To what use did the ancient Britons put the plant Isotis tinctoria, a member of the cabbage family?
They coloured themselves blue with it.
Yes, it was woad, of course. And a number, Michael.
Number 3, please.
Films again, Matty. The Rat Pack, led by Frank Sinatra in a 1960 film, led by George Clooney in a remake released in Britain in 2002. Which film?
Ocean's 11.
A number, please.
6, please.
And the world of entertainment, Daphne. A professional recognition used after the names of certain entertainers. What do the letters MIMC stand for?
I don't know.
Member of the Inner Magic Circle. Again, please.
11, please.
US history. The name, please, of the cavalry horse, which was the only US Army survivor of the Battle of the Little Bighorn in 1876.
Comanche.
A number, please.
7.
Musicals and literature. What's the full title of T.S. Eliot's book of poems on which the musical Cats is based?
Old Possum's Book of Practical Cats.
And a number, please.
15.
Back to films, Karen. Iris, based on the life of Iris Murdoch. The name, please, of her husband, played in the film by Jim Broadbent. John Bailey. Again, please.
13.
History again. Genghis Khan established the Mongol Empire. Cambridge University was founded and King John accepted the Magna Carta from the barons. All in which century, please?
9th.
13th century. Again, please.
12.
Music. Which Austrian composer wrote more than 100 numbered symphonies, including the 12 London symphonies and 80 string quartets? These days, his most often played piece is probably the German national anthem.
Haydn?
Yes? And we go, please.
Number 10.
History of sport, Gail. Eric Liddell, the athlete who won a gold medal at 400 metres in the 1924 Olympics. At which other sport did he represent his country, Scotland, on 7 occasions?
Long jump?
Rugby union. Again, please, Fliss.
3.
And Matty, the 3rd Earl of Halsbury, is particularly remembered for the government committee named after him, which introduced what system into everyday life in Britain in 1971?
Decimal currency.
And a number, please.
2, please.
The works of which Master of the King's Music, from 1941 until his death in 1953, include 7 symphonies and the tone poem Tintagel.
Arthur Bliss.
Arnold Bax. Again, please, Matty.
9, please.
And Olev. English monarchs and sainthood. 2 English monarchs from the 10th and 11th centuries have been canonised. Either of the 2, please.
Edward the Confessor.
Yes, the other one, Edward the Martyr. And onwards, please.
11, please.
The financial world. The RTS is the share price index of the stock exchange in which European capital city?
Paris.
Moscow. It's the Russian trading system. Again, please, Olev.
Number 3.
Science and universities. Which Polish-born Nobel Prize-winning scientist has 2 European universities named after her, one in Poland and one in France?
Marie
And
Curie.
a number, please.
Number 4.
And David, xerography is another term for which common office process?
Copying.
Yeah, photocopying.
Yeah.
And a number, please.
Number 8, please.
And David, please. Geography and literature. The name, please, of the small uninhabited island in the Tyrrhenian Sea used in the title of a famous book by Alexandre Dumas.
Monte Cristo.
And number, please.
11, please.
And Nigel, animation. One of the Warner Brothers stable of cartoon characters. What was the name of the loud-mouthed, boastful southern rooster voiced by Mel Blanc?
Foghorn Leghorn.
And a number, please.
4, please.
And David, which 2 Olympic individual running events are the longest distances to be run from starting blocks?
400 metres.
And
200 metres.
no, the 400 metres and the 400 metres hurdles. Again, please.
5, please.
Television and films, please, David. Julian Fellows, who plays Kilwillie in Monarch of the Glen on television, is also the screenwriter for which film directed by Robert Altman, released in February?
Gosford Park.
And a number, please.
Number 12.
Medicine, please, Fliss. CVA, or cerebrovascular accident, is the medical term for what occurrence?
Stroke.
It is. Onwards, please.
Number 7.
Architecture. There are 5 classical architectural orders. Doric, Ionic and Corinthian are the 3 Greek orders. The names, please, of the 2 Roman orders.
Composite and Etruscan.
Yes. And onwards, please.
Number 3.
Famous partnerships. The name, please, of the composer, half of 2 famous collaborations, whose film and stage musicals won 15 Oscars, 2 Emmys, 34 Tonys, 2 Grammys and 2 Pulitzer Prizes.
Richard Rogers.
Yes. Onwards.
9, please.
Roman history, Olev. Octavian, the adopted son of Julius Caesar, ruled Rome under what appellation given to him by the Senate in 27 BC?
Augustus.
And number, please, Olev.
Number 4, please.
The Commonwealth, David. Which Asian nation is the only country in the Commonwealth in which the monarch is elected?
Nepal.
Malaysia. Again, please.
Number 5, please.
Famous ships, part of the Imperial War Museum. The name, please, of the cruiser that's been moored on the River Thames near the Tower of London since 1971.
HMS Belfast.
And number, please.
Number 10, please.
Science, physics, Gail. In physics, what is usually measured in metres per second and may be described as the rate of change of the velocity of a moving body?
Acceleration.
Yes, or deceleration. And onwards.
8, please.
David, who was the only pope of the 20th century to be recognised as a saint? He died in 1914. He was canonised in 1954.
Pius XII.
Pius X. Again, please, Gail.
3, please.
Memorials, Matty. How many crosses were erected by Edward I to mark the places where the funeral cortege of his beloved first wife, Eleanor of Castile, had rested?
14.
That's Stations of the Cross. This is 12. Again, please.
7, please.
And Alistair, European literature. Which Spanish dramatist wrote Blood Wedding and The House of Bernardo Alba?
Lorca.
And number, please, Alistair.
Number 12.
Poetry, please, Fliss. If winter comes, can spring be far behind? The title, please, of the poem by Shelley from which that famous line comes.
To a cuckoo.
Ode to the West Wind. Again, please.
Number 11.
The name, please, of the river that rises on the northern slopes of the Himalayas in Tibet, flows for approximately 1,800 miles through India and Bangladesh before it's confluent with the river Ganges.
Brahmaputra.
And a number, please.
8, please.
David, Africa. The equator crosses the west coast of Africa in Gabon. Which country does it cross on the east coast of Africa?
Kenya.
Somalia. And again, please.
7, please.
20th century literature. Which American detective writer said, when in doubt, have a man come through the door with a gun in his hand?
Raymond Chandler.
It can only be Raymond Chandler. Onwards, Alistair.
Good guess. Number 3.
Still quotations in Shakespeare. Cry havoc and let slip the dogs of war. A line from which play?
Julius Caesar.
Yes, Mark Antony. And onwards, please.
11, please.
And Nigel, the compass. There are 4 cardinal points, north, south, east and west. How many points, each of 11 degrees 15 minutes, are there in total on a compass?
64.
32. Again, please, Matty.
7.
The Vietnam War. What name, that of a national leader, was given to the elaborate system of routes used by the North Vietnamese to infiltrate troops and supplies into South Vietnam during the war?
The Ho Chi Minh Trail.
And a number, please, Alistair.
Number 5.
In which field was Sir Flinders Petrie preeminent, or a famous name?
Explorer.
Not quite, no.
He went to Australia.
No, you got the wrong one.
Oh, sorry.
that Flinders did. This is Flinders Petrie. And this is archaeology, Egyptology. And again, please.
Number 9.
Sport and football. Only 2 countries have ever retained the World Cup. That is, won it twice running. Which country in 1934 and 1938 was the first to do so?
Italy.
And number, please, Olev.
Number 11, please.
Fictional heroes. Who is the adventure warrior from Cimmeria, created by Robert E. Howard, who lives in the Hyborian Age and features in novels, comic books and films?
Conan the Barbarian.
And a number, please, Nigel.
5, please.
Anglo-Saxon kingdoms, David. Which kingdom was formed in the 7th century by the uniting of the 2 kingdoms of Bernicia and Deira?
Mercia.
Northumbria. Again, please, Nigel.
10, please.
And Gail, please. The annual electoral register must be published by the 1st of which month?
November?
December. Nigel?
7, please.
Alistair, church architecture. What word, used in particular to describe a large rectangular medieval church, is derived from the Greek for king's house?
Cathedral.
Basilica. Nigel?
3, please.
And Matty, please. Literature and George Eliot. In which fictional county is George Eliot's Middlemarch set?
Loamshire.
A number, please.
7.
Exploration, Alistair. Which British explorer reached and named Lake Victoria in 1858 and identified it as the chief source of the River Nile?
Burton.
John Hanning Speke. Forgive my French, but I think they're all bloody good. Anyway, it is 12 down, 3 to go, and after the break, Matty Watton from Birmingham, Olev Bjortomt from Littlehampton, and Nigel Jones from Bath will be here for the final of the grand final. Do please stay with us.
The three surviving contestants in the 15-1 grand final are Matty Wotton, an archivist from Birmingham, Olaf Bjortomt, a journalist from Littlehampton, and Nigel Jones, a computer programmer from Bath.
Thank you. Welcome back. Matty, Olaf and Nigel, put your fingers on the buzzers. The final of the grand final, 40 questions, all on the buzzer. Remember that if you do buzz, you have to give me the answer that's on the card and you have to answer immediately. And just to make it quite clear, it's the scores that matter, and only if we have a tie do we consider the number of lives left. OK, if you're happy with that, off we go. Acts of Parliament. What somewhat sardonic nickname was given to the Act of Parliament of 1913, introduced to deal with suffragettes who... Matty?
The Cat and Mouse Act.
Yes, who went on hunger strike while in prison. Sport, the Olympics and athletics. The last two British track and field athletes to win consecutive gold medals at the Olympics did so in 1980 and 84. Which two? Matty?
Sebastian Coe and Daley Thompson.
And on we go. The Irish Prime Minister, Bertie Ahern. He's the leader of which political party? Matty?
Fianna Fáil.
On we go. Look at this, please. I need a two-part answer. Who is this Member of Parliament and of which select committee is she the chairman? No? Gwyneth Dunwoody, the Transport Committee. Literature. Who is the eponymous hero of a series of chilling crime thrillers by Patricia Highsmith, a man with a Olaf?
Ripley.
Yes, Mr. Ripley. And on we go, please. The name, please, first name and surname of the documentary filmmaker, 100 years old this year, who is releasing a film of underwater impressions. Matty?
Leni Riefenstahl.
Yes, on we go. The Lighthouse Authority for England and Wales and the Channel Islands was granted its first charter by Henry VIII in 1514. What's it called? Nigel?
Trinity House.
Yes, the corporation of. Musicals and Shakespeare. West Side Story is based on Romeo and Juliet. Kiss Me, Kate on The Taming of the Shrew. Catch My Soul is based on which play?
Othello.
It is indeed. Theatre, first performed in 1973. Which play by Peter Shaffer involves the efforts of a psychiatrist, Martin... Olaf?
Equus.
It is. And will you please look at this and another two-part answer, please? This young lady's name is Leticia Castor. She is the current face of which national symbol of which country? Olaf?
Marianne, France.
And on we go. Two Latin words meaning more and less are still in common usage. What are they? Matty?
Plus and minus.
New York. Why is an 18-acre site from 42nd Street to 48th Street on the East River in New York not part of the United States, but is instead an international zone? Nigel?
The United Nations building.
It is the headquarters of the United Nations. Computers and chess. What's the name of the IBM computer that in 1996 became the... And Nigel?
Big Blue.
No, Deep Blue. To beat a chess grandmaster, Garry Kasparov. Politics and famous quotations. If you open that Pandora's box, you never know what Trojan horses will jump out. A warning about the Council of Europe, from which post-war Labour Foreign Secretary, 1949 to 51. Ernest Bevin, and he did say horses. On we go, please. The 15 member states of the European Union. The European Commission consists of 2 members each from France, Germany, Italy, Spain and the United Kingdom, and 1 from each of the other member states. So how many commissioners is that in total? Matty?
20.
It is. Poetry. What's the first line of Ben Jonson's famous love poem, To Celia? And Matty?
Drink to me only with thine eyes.
Will you please, I need another two-part answer. Look at this, please, and tell me, who is this man and which high-profile position does he have in... And Matty?
It's Gavin Davis, and he's chairman of the BBC.
He is indeed. Astronomy. What's the popular or common name for Pleiades, a cluster of stars? Nigel?
Seven Sisters.
Indeed it is. Monarchy. George V, Edward VIII and George VI, 3 monarchs of the House of Windsor, were all born members of which royal house? Matty?
Hanover.
They were. Space exploration. Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin were the first men on the moon. Who, first name and surname, was the 3rd man on Apollo 11? Matty?
Michael Collins.
Indeed. Journalism. Richard Ingrams writes a weekly column for the Observer newspaper. Of which monthly magazine? And Olaf?
The Oldie.
Indeed, he's the editor. The Nobel Prizes. 6 Nobel Prizes are awarded each year, including chemistry, peace and physics. 2 of the other 3, please. And Matty?
Economics
and
physiology or medicine.
Yes, indeed, and literature. And horses. A pony of 14 hands. How much is that in inches or feet and inches? Nigel?
64.
No, 56, 4 feet 8 inches. And will you please look at this and tell me the Bank of England will issue a new version of the £5 note. Nigel?
Elizabeth Fry.
Yes, she will feature on it. And which 17th century artist painted 8 known portraits of his wife Saskia? Matty?
Rembrandt.
Indeed, and nearly 100 self-portraits. And listen carefully. Coronation year 1953. What was the particularly apt new surname taken by the British actress Barbara Deeks in that year? Olav?
Windsor.
Yes, it was her aunt's maiden name, but I think coronation year swayed it. On we go. The Duke of Wellington. The name, please, of the chestnut charger the Duke of Wellington rode. Matty?
Copenhagen.
Sport and athletics. Of those who took part in the first sub-4 minute mile, one went on to be an Olympic champion. Who at what event? Matty?
It's Chris Brayshaw in the 3,000 metre steeplechase.
Yes. Will you please tell me this lady's name? She is the BBC's arts correspondent. Matty?
Rosie Millard.
It is indeed. I want 2 names, please. Be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth, her heirs and successors according to law. The names, please, of 2 of the 4 current members of Parliament who have refused either to swear or affirm that oath. Matty?
Martin McGuinness and Gerry Adams.
Yes, Pat Doherty and Michelle Gildernew. American literature. Which American poet had the first names Edward Estlin, but only... Matty?
E.E. Cummings.
Indeed. Television advertisements. In a campaign of television advertisements, for which organisation has the actress Pauline McLynn been irritating the nation? Matty?
The Inland Revenue.
Yes, over the past year. Will you please look at this and tell me, what's this man's first name? Olav?
Darius.
Yes, he came 3rd in Pop Idol after Will Young and Gareth Gates. Greek mythology. What's the name of the monstrous multi-headed dog which guarded... Olav?
Cerberus.
Yes, Cerberus. And politics. Who is this? Born in Sheffield in 1932, a politician. Olav?
I say David Bunkett, sorry.
You pressed it by accident, did you? It was going to be an MP for 33 years, deputy leader of the Labour Party, 83 to 92, Roy Hattersley. And on we go, please. Literature. Dulcinea del Toboso is the imaginary mistress of which literary character? Matty?
Don Quixote.
Yes. Will you please look at this, please, and tell me, who is this singer? And Olav?
Paul Simon.
Yes. And monarchy and the royal family. How many weddings of her children has the Queen attended? Matty?
5.
Yes. All 4 and twice for Princess Anne. And children's literature. Biggles, the fictional air race. And Olav?
W. Johns.
No, I was going to ask his full name, James Bigglesworth. And will you please, full name I want, please, look at this and tell me the name of this Dutch footballer. Matty?
Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Indeed. Well, it was a pretty impressive victory. And in fairness, we don't often get winning scores in the grand final above 200. But there you are. Nigel, well done for getting to the final. And Olav and Matty, 222. The 3 lives don't matter. I think that takes you into your 2nd grand final trophy, OK? And I think that Laura has something for you.
There you are, well done. 2nd time. Brilliant. How you kept your cool all that time, I don't know. No, it was phenomenal. Brilliant. Really impressive. Really, really good. Well done.
Well done, Nigel. Well done, Olav. And well done, Matty. All 3 of you. There you are. Well done, young man. You'll come again. Well done again, you. Well... And that's it for this series. Throughout the summer, you'll be able to see how you get on with a series first seen last year. We'll be back with a new series in the autumn, and if you'd like to be part of it, here are the addresses to write to. 15 to 1, PO Box 273, London W1A 6EH. Postcards only, please, or by email to 15to1@channel4.com. And if you have been on before, please indicate when on your postcard or email. Until the autumn then, goodbye.